Good afternoon, and welcome to the Rookery Bay National Estuarine Research Reserve. My name is Gary Lytton, and I serve as the director for the Rookery Bay Reserve. I work for the state of Florida's Department of Environmental Protection. On behalf of our staff and our volunteers, we are thrilled to have all of you join us this afternoon to help celebrate the opening of our new pedestrian bridge and the coast. We are thrilled also to have some special guests here, including Secretary Mike Soul and, of course, the governor of the state of Florida. It's my great pleasure to introduce Secretary Mike Soul, who is the head of our agency, and he's going to open the event with his remarks. Mike?
Thank you, Gary. Afternoon, folks. What a great crowd. I'm so thankful that you all joined us today. We're celebrating what I think is a monumental event, ribbon cutting of this bridge. Pedestrian bridge, which actually leads visitors from Rookery Bay Learning Center across Henderson Creek and are able to actually enjoy what I think the true beauty that Florida has to offer. Some of the most pristine and gorgeous coastal resources. And to me, the bridge represents more than just this site. It actually represents the opportunity to connect Floridians to the environment. And I think it's something that we all recognize is so important here in Florida. The quality of life that we all enjoy in Florida is largely attributable to the beautiful environment that we have. From here in Naples and Collier County, Rookery Bay, to Pensacola, to Jacksonville, we have some of the most pristine resources available to Floridians and our visitors. And I will tell you, in the audience today, I also see some of the most important environmental champions that have continued to work and strive to ensure that we protect these resources. And I want to thank all of them. I can't name you all, there's so many of you out here, but I do want to recognize Representative Tom Grady for his efforts in protecting the resources here. He's been a tremendous help to us. Chairman Coyle, thank you so much. Chairman Collier County Commission, clearly instrumental in preserving Collier County resources. We've got the Friends of Rookery Bay. Raise your hand, please, because there's so many of you out there that provide just instrumental support to the National Estuarine Research Reserve here. I can tell you without question we couldn't do it without you, so I'm so grateful for all you've done. Ellie Cryer, Bruce Robertson, where are you folks? Thank you so much for all you've done. Gary Lytton and his staff, he said hello. I will tell you that we have some of the most dedicated staff here in the state of Florida, and they truly care about the resource, but more importantly, they care about you, the people, and bringing the resource to you. Because that's what we're about at DEP. Finally, we have so many folks to thank, and I'm just going to keep it real quick. Jeff Albritton. Jeff, where are you? Thank you so much for your assistance. Edison College, president of the Collier campus. Clearly forming a partnership with the NER is important. It is about partnerships, and that's how we get things done here in Florida. Finally, I just want to thank some other folks. Andrew McElwain, I know Andrew's in the audience. Thank you, Andrew. Andy McLeod. Brad Cornell, I don't know if Brad's here. Thank you, sir, for all your help. So many of you, and I just got to keep it short because you're not here to hear me speak. I think we have an important speaker after me. I talked about the importance of bringing Floridians and the people to the environment. This is something that, believe it or not, I have to admit I stole from the governor. One of the things early after he asked me to be secretary, I have the privilege of presenting to the governor and cabinet for projects for acquisition under Florida Forever. And one of the things that the governor would always ask me is, are we going to have this available to the people? Because while he loves Florida, and I know no one that has more passion for Florida, its people, and its environment, he also wants to make sure they get the opportunity to use the resources because it is the people's resources. So I have to admit I steal that because I believe in it as well, and I've learned from this great governor many things over the last 3 years. I will tell you that his environmental efforts truly have been amazing. They've been amazing to us at DEP and I think to you in Florida as a whole. Without question, under his leadership, we've done so much over the last 3 years. I just want to highlight a couple of things. I think you're all familiar, based upon his bold vision of acquiring some 73,000 acres of U.S. sugar land to help enhance our efforts in restoring America's Everglades. It was his vision that put us on that path, and without his help and his leadership, it wouldn't have been done. I will also point out that because of his leadership, Everglades restoration is on an all-time high in where we're going and the actions that are actually happening on the ground. Tamiami Trail, many of you are familiar with that project, actually broke ground. We're finally bridging 1 mile of Tamiami Trail to allow water to go into Everglades National Park. Just a stone's throw from here, Picayune Strand. What once was going to be some 20,000 homes is now going to be restored, natural flow, returning it to its natural properties, and it is because of his leadership and the partnership with the federal government that that's moving forward. Finally, I just want to point out a couple of things also on the environmental side. You know, several years ago, Governor Christ initiated his Accelerate Florida effort, and that's trying to get money out in the economy to actually build jobs in the state of Florida. Because of that effort, we at the Department of Environmental Protection moved forward with a $250 million bond to improve our clean water projects throughout the state of Florida. This allows us to provide loans to local governments to improve water quality in their region. And I will tell you, based upon that effort, over the last 3 years, we have committed some $880 million to put to clean water projects to improve water quality in the state of Florida.